Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We got stuff to go do up beyond the clouds. But before we do that, we have a bunch of money burning a hole in our pockets. And the pockets aren't much larger. This whole sort of free trial business we're still on, hilariously, only can have 300,000 gil, and we have 297,000 gil. So obviously that's not gonna work out. First up, could we sell some things? If that has just value, look at all these different foods. Sell things, shop selling price, none. Miscellaneary. I don't even think this is useful. It's favorite chocobos. Selling, shop price, none. We got all these things that don't have shop selling options. Whether any of these are going to be useful is very unlikely, honestly. This isn't even a reagent. Look at all these. These are like bones, cloth reagents, leathers, metals, crafting materials, specifically. Is it crafting material? No. I don't think we need this. Sell that. We got some tears. Secretions, that's a shop selling price. If we can buy it from a shop, we just really don't worry about it. There's a piece of equipment we should probably keep, obviously. Various paints, potions, foods. Okay. Durability draught. Reduces durability loss. Duration 180 minutes. Market prohibited, no shop prices. We got these weapon crates we probably don't need. Store some other things. All these different potions we never use. Some of these are not amazing. Weak, poison, various foods. It's a problem. It really is, honestly. And we also need to buy things. In terms of things that would cost a bunch of money, look at this. 3,000 for this mistletoe. Dravanian mistletoe. Abelathian mistletoe. Presumably usable for cooking something at some point. We get some good value out of that. Let's get this up. 6, 7. $100,000 gil worth of mistletoe. It's better than getting nothing. There you go. I'll go down here with all the other things we purchased from all the other shops for various prices. But 3,000, that's really good in there. There's also options in here for 1,400, 1,800, 1,900. More expensive than these other piles of things we bought before. This is all the saving of money business. Let's get chocobo bags open here. See if we can put anything else in here. Dig. 3 slots remain in the sandbag. I know. 2 prisms. Prism. 1 slot remaining. Oh boy. And these are material things. Let's say this is a skill again plus 30. It's a potion. It's a crafting potion though. This is a reagent. Crafting material. No selling price. If we need to go out and get any of these specific things, that's obviously problematic. Crafting material. Bear fat. It's a potion. These are foods. That's a material. Like any of these things where you have like a singular material, we're not gonna be able to probably do anything with those anyway, so we would probably get rid of them. That'd probably be smart. All these foods. We have too many body slot items. Again. It's a problem. It's a problem. As far as I can tell, there's not really any storage. So we have all these inventory spaces. You can have a lot. Not an infinite amount, though. Anyways, let us get to where we're going here. Dravania. The Churning Mists. Welcome. Huh. Start some stuff up in the next area here. Should be something. Okay. I'm sure whatever these are for is very nice. Not that expensive. Anyways, here's what we're working with. We're gonna be needing to get. Well, first off, we need to get the compass on here, so we can be looking for this stuff. That's a key item, almost. Journal do you find just use our trust feast from the honeymoon gang log fishing log. So I don't have a fish guide and fishing log because we don't have fishing yet. Let's speed party fast and that's fine. Like so. Let's do party guide. That's fine. We should play acid treats. It's in some very specific area here. Collections. It's a collection of compass. There you go. Okay. A little bit to the east. That one. Okay. We can work with that. Anything we have to switch on here? Just the worst ring. So, no. Alphano! I'm here. Beyond the clouds. Alphano ponders the means by which you might find Ralsvelger. Running around. Probably. Now that we've scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Ralsvelger himself. Moogle. What manner of creature is that? He's just there. Don't worry about it. Arctic? Do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? Yep. It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the 12's wood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Ralsvelger makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Alright. Any sort of lead here, honestly. Take what we can get. And what we can't get is the ability to fly. Ether currents, none. We'll work on it. He's in here. He's in Mog's home. Alphano. How's it looking? Oh, this place. Is that the thing? Yeah, it's the thing. Ah, he's gone. What? We must widen our search. Keep looking. Gotta find it. I thought that's 180. It's kind of here. This is like a shining thing. Look at the compass. 101. Yep, that's not it. That's just a shiny. I would take it though. I don't think we can really even get there. There's some kind of jumping or something. Etheric disturbance and destination. I'm gonna disturb the disturbance. Whenever air appears warped, you sense that concealing magic's artwork. Got some destinations. Looking at stuff. I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They're adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. But okay. Squeeze under these mushrooms. Moogle over here? I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Perhaps it was simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze? Yeah, probably not. Cool. Here. Destination. How about here? There is no sign of a Moogle in the area. We have some disturbances, though. Check those out. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Maybe concealing himself with magic. Yeah, probably. Level 55. Wow. Yeah. Mountaintop diplomacy. Alphinaud seems convinced that the Moogles hold the key to finding Hrosvelgar. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I'm certain Hrosvelgar would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days and not know if we were any closer to this brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Sale, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? Can't. I shall try. I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphinaud? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Artik, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Mooglemog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Yep. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here, Estinian. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Yeah. Come then, Artik. Let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Navka's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There's an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Yep. One we already attuned to outside. Works for me. Yeah, we'll just have this area here. And this one here. My home. I'm sure once we're actually done here, we're gonna have plenty of Moogles here and stuff to do. Well, let us go all the way back over here. Gridania. Let us see if we can get any help here. They kind of do get around, at least a little bit. There's male Moogles for doing the mail system in a whole bunch of different places. So, it's not like they're only in Gridania. Yeah. And they're mostly invisible, so that's also something they got going for them. Anyways, let's go. No, not even here. Yeah, Conjurer skill. There you go. A few of these smaller connection teleports. Gets the job done, at least. For no. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania. Pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We're expected at the Lotus Stand. Trust you're familiar with the Conjurers stationed at its entrance. Yep. Hey. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. Yep. Yep. bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that we were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seeds here, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. It's a pretty big deal. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Yep. Kupo Kupo. I say Kupo. Moogle. Greetings, Kupo. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by a sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane. I am jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and I hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. If possible. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwell beyond the clouds? That's the name of the quest. Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mugamag the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. And we all know how that went. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kupo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it's perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Uvno. Such stories often contain a measure of truth. 'Tis likely the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. Can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. Will you accompany us, then? Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. Okay. A lot of work. If you'll have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Yeah, that's definitely a choice. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the signs of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How often have we asked the warrior of light to risk his life to save our own? Many, many times. Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. I guess. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seeds here. We would be honored by your presence. And we're just gonna teleport straight to the Churning Mists, right? Avoid the whole fact that we're going through Ishgard and Dravania and... Special requirements to get to Ishgard. I'm sure if we're teleporting everybody over to the Churning Mists, we can sneak them back into Ishgard. But they wouldn't have that connected. Wouldn't have that tuned. Shared teleports, I don't know. Diplomatic community, something. Prepare to return to the summit, inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seer's guide on the journey back to Samal. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seer's personal guard to escort us. Alright, they're also bringing the guard. So they're going back the same way we went. Are they going through Ishgard? They just letting people through? It's a whole system out here. We will worry about that. Back up the mountaintop. Oh, this stuff. Level 133. Back up to Moogles. Quite the distance here. I guess is that more expensive than 500? 606. Look at that. So it isn't capped at only 500 gil. That's fine. Oh. And running. Back into here. Find a Stinian in here. There he is. Ow. Well met, warrior of light. And Huggin's not stirred, but he watches us unblinking. With only one eye. Also, we got more people coming. The Elder Seer herself answered your call, and there is naught to do but wait. Yeah. They are here. Artic. There they are. Brought 2 guards. You could pick up. Greetings, my friends. I have to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. It would seem the dragons have abandoned Samal for the churning mists. Elder Seeds here. May I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I've heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us, even as we speak. And I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Reasonable. People show up, and then even more people show up. Highly concerning. Something that hasn't happened in over 1,000 years. This should serve. They're hiding, of course. There are so many of them, Kupo. I am Khan Esina. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Magic. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. There you go. Moglin. I'm Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Aye. Chieftain Moglin, it's an honor to meet you. Greetings, I'm Klimpkamp, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Correct. Mayhap you'll forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hrausvelger, and they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. It's a pretty big deal. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kanasina. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we do not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. Also true. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hrausvelger, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-splattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Yeah. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. I think here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He's a champion of the 12-sword Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. We shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? Fair enough. An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Maghome. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it'll be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Okay. Well, that's something. We sure are going on all sorts of side tangents in this whole trying to go talk to a dragon to stop the whole war business. It's been taking a little bit here. Here is Moglin. We got all these other guys around here too. Look at everybody. Let's see with Moglin. Hey. I like your giant fluffy chair. It's made out of fluff. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it that Kublai called you again? Arctic, Warrior of Light, Venturer, all kinds of stuff. Arctic? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considering a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. These being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the monumentous challenges that I've devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Okay. What do we got here? Item level 133 stuff. For, it's gonna be Gladiator Paladin, Marauder Warrior, Dark Knight, and Samurai. Well, we have a Samurai, so it's probably the one we should take. Presumably be an upgrade. I think 133 is the highest number we've seen so far, so. Or we could get a Piety Materia. Less exciting. Titanium Uchikatana. I'll take it. We can buy various weapons from various shops and stuff. Yoink. Huh. I take. I will not judge you by your curious name. What I will judge you by, however, is your performance during the Trials of Trustworthiness, Kupo. Yeah. These are the guys. There's Moghan. There's Muglu. You're surprised to see such a fierce-looking Moogle, Kupo. The Palm Guard must defend Chieftain Moglin and all of Maghome. Mind your manners in front of the Chieftain, and don't make him repeat himself. Moghan has the next quest for us. Also more stuff over here. Okay. Moghan's trial. Okay. grabbing it. We'll talk to everybody around here. Muddled Moogle. As Mysterio Magwin finished his latest piece, I don't really wait to see it, Kupo. Got some fruit or something there. Magomo. Ever seen such a splendid flower, Kupo? I water every day. Can't wait to see it grow even more. Shiny. Margaret. I have one of the most important and difficult jobs in my home. Watering the flowers, Kupo. You can't put too much, you can't put too little. Truly, it is an art form. What do you think, Alphino? I did not expect our travels to bring us to a Moogle village. Wonder if a similar settlement exists somewhere within the 12s wood. Probably. Anybody upstairs? The Fury take these ridiculous flying rodents. Isn't that exciting? Mogwin's trial over here. Just looking at all kinds of different weapons and stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Just talking to these guys, they're just handing out the most powerful weapons we've ever seen. Wild. Keeper of the Entwined Serpents. Warrior of Light, we have not spoken since the trouble with Good King Moogle. I prefer my apologies. Had I not been bound by my duty to protect the Elder Seeds here, I would have stood with you against your accusers in Oda. Yeah, that whole thing in Oda. Just as their cousins in the 12s would, these Mago Moogles excel in the manipulation of ether. There are few who could detect them if they choose not to be detected. Yeah, what if... We saw them. We saw little disturbances and stuff. I hold the Elder Seeds here in my life. My duty to protect her surpasses all other concerns. Huh. Sail. So exceedingly fluffy. She's having a good time. Koopa Cop. How exciting to have relatives in the clouds, Koopa. This one's singing or something. Here's Mug. He's also got a trial. It's gonna be unfortunate if our weapons are in the same quest. There's only choose one. Wild to just get all the weapons at the same time. Anyways, we've got trials to take here. See what that wants to do. Much further out into the churning mists we must travel. Eventually get to Zenith for that. Go over towards Atome. Probably where the compass is going to take us. Greensward, 4 Arms. Landlord Colony, Ontan. And it's essentially all this side. Not connected anywhere else. And then there's the Duranian Hinterlands and Idleshire. It's a place. A settlement here in the middle of here. No teleports or anything. Dungeons, stuff. Alright. We've got trials. Next time. Goodbye.